And now for the tasting of the final product of our express aging of our Buffalo Trace White Dog Mash Bill number 1, low rye mash bill, and Buffalo Trace Wheated Mash Bill. Using our Do Your Whiskey kit, this has been, just to recap, it was 3 weeks that it was sitting with vanilla wood chips. Then we strained them out. We put in botanicals of cinnamon and cocoa for the last 24 hours. Just took them out. Now you'll notice there's no chips in here. It actually got a little bit darker with that 24 hours of the cinnamon and cocoa beans. Technically, it's supposed to sit for 12 hours, and it will, but I'm anxious, and honestly, I really don't want to wait. So we're going to try it right now and see what it tastes like. First, we'll try our Buffalo Trace Mash Bill number 1. So Mash Bill number 1 being Buffalo Trace Flagship, Eagle Rare, E.H. Taylor, etc., Benchmark Foolproof. That almost looks like just a regular collar you would have, from several years of aging. And this one is 125 proof, same proof as the Benchmark Foolproof. Cheers. Let's give it a nose. Now, this was cinnamon and cocoa beans. That is bursting right out of the glass. Cheers. I mean, it's actually good. It is sweet. I'm not sure if it tastes like bourbon or it tastes more like apple or apple cinnamon or cocoa or whatever that is in there, but it's not bad. It's not Buffalo Trace. Now, remember, the White Dog was very sweet when it started 3 weeks ago. We then had imparted some of the wood chips, did impart flavor, that vanilla flavor on it. And now I'm this is over. I did probably put a lot of them in there, maybe too much, but I'm getting a lot of cinnamon and cocoa. And a little bit of chocolate flavor from the cocoa. It's honestly not bad. Let's try the wheated. This is a Buffalo Trace Wheated Mash Bill, White Dog from 3 weeks ago. Of course, this is the mash bill that makes the Pappy Van Winkle, Weller Reserve, Weller 107 Antique, etc. Same color. Did get a little bit darker from the botanicals the last 24 hours. Give it a nose. This is also cinnamon coming out of this. Maybe not as strong, but let's give it a taste. Cheers. It's not bad. A little softer. So throughout the whole thing, the taste on the mash bill number 1 was a little sharper. Again, it's got rye in it. This is wheat. Wheat generally is softer, a little smoother. Both very good. I will say that this is drinkable. When I did this last time, it was a disaster only because, and not by my own fault or anything, I needed a clear spirit and I used Wheatley vodka, Buffalo Trace vodka. Because it's a clear spirit, but it tasted more like vodka, of course, being it was a vodka. And then when my wife and I went to New Orleans to the Sazerac house, lo and behold, we found these Buffalo Trace Mash Bill 1, and we did, tasted them on video, sat around a little bit, needed a reason to use it, and this was the perfect reason to use it. And so it's called the Do Your Whiskey Kit. You look it up. And I definitely have more wood chips and botanicals to make future whiskeys and do it a different way. But this is not bad. I will tell you that as young as this is express aging for 3 weeks doing it myself, not knowing anything I'm doing, I will tell you it is still better than a few bourbons I've tasted. One of them is sitting over here, I forget the name of it because I haven't even had it, but it is definitely better than a few bourbons that I've tried. Not bad. So there you go. Cheers.